So let me just set the stage. We are here and we are talking because as of July 1, the NCAA rules changed for NIL, name, image, and likeness, and it allows current college athletes to cut business deals. And it was very interesting to see at midnight on July 1. I mean, the floodgates kind of opened immediately. We saw the announcement about Dreamfield, this new licensing company, naming you guys as co-founders. So not as simple as just here's a deal involving these two athletes, but specifically that you guys are co-founders of the company. So why don't we start there? Tell us about Dreamfield and how that came together.
I think the biggest thing, I got in contact with Lewis and our partners, just them being UCF connects, UCF grads, and myself graduating from UCF. And then obviously, D'Eriq and I go back from, competing against each other in the American. And then, now just the journeys we've been on, took him to Miami, took me to Florida State. And, obviously, we compete on the field, but, I just admire the kind of person he is and, obviously admire the way he plays the game and the way he carries himself. So for me, this was something bigger than football. It was something that, all college athletes should have been able to benefit on a long time ago. So for me, I reached out to D'Eriq wanted us to partner up in this something bigger than ball, into which all these college athletes can capitalize on that. So that's my side, my story, kind of how it unfolded for us. And, I'll let D'Eriq kind of speak on that.
Yeah. So I would say, Dreamfield, first of all, is for the athlete, right? So it's, co-founded by two athletes and obviously Lewis and our other partners, but it's for the athlete. And that's the most important thing that I wanted to come across. It's for athletes that's, doesn't have to be the biggest name, but anybody can come on this platform and try to make money, right? So, you literally build a platform and the companies come out, they research on the platform and they can say, I want, 3 players from this university. And they literally can find 3 players from the university to come do anything they want them to do. So that's why I love this company so much, man. That's why it was so important for me to, hop on board with it. And, like McKenzie said, McKenzie's a great guy. Lewis is a great guy. So we're just working with good people makes everything that much easier. And also, it's a great company with a great concept. So I love everything about it.
You guys being at Miami and FSU are rivals on the field. I mean, you're both playing in the same conference. Shout out ACC Network. You're going to be facing each other in football, but now you've got this business venture on the side that you are co-founders in. How's that going to work in terms of the time breakdown? I mean, as I mentioned, we're about to see, and we're already seeing a number of examples where college athletes just announce an endorsement. And that's very typical and simple. And you say, I'm endorsing this product. This is going to be more involved and more intensive for you guys, an actual company where you are the co-founders. What are your plans in terms of how much time you can put into this?
Yeah, I'll say, we have a great team. It's not just us two. We have really good people, that we work with, and they do an amazing job of making sure everything is, handled and everything is going good. So I just lean on our partners to take care of everything for us when we can't do it. But, I want to be involved as much as possible. So anytime that I can be involved with Dreamfield, hop on calls, just, put a statement and all that. That's the most important thing. So.
Yeah, kind of just piggybacking off what D'Eriq said. Football is the priority at this point. It's our last year playing college football, so it's do or die for us. But also in the aspect, hopping on calls like this, just getting our name out there, talking to our teammates just about opportunities that they can capitalize using Dreamfield. And like D'Eriq said, this is something that anybody and everybody, if you're a Division III athlete, Division I athlete, a top tier athlete, a walk on, it don't matter. You can have 10 guys from your football team on Dreamfield and go eat at a restaurant and something like that. So it's cool in that aspect. And then, yeah, I mean, just like I said, main thing's football, and then whatever we can do to help with Dreamfield. But like he said, we got a great team facilitating all those things going on for us. With Lewis, Andrew, Aaron. And, we just hired some people to make some things happen for us as well. So it's definitely a group effort. It's not just, D'Eriq and I behind the scenes making things shake. So definitely got people making moves for us.
This is Decrypt, so let's drill down on the crypto aspect. As you guys mentioned, Dreamfield is going to exist to connect college athletes of any level, of any fame, with a number of small businesses that joined the platform. But it was very interesting that at launch, at the announcement of Dreamfield's launch, it started with an NFT from you, McKenzie Milton, and then D'Eriq, I know yours is coming soon. And that kind of really, I think, aligned the company from the outset with cryptocurrency. And NFTs are very of the moment. Talk to me about how that came around. Was that something that you were already interested in, McKenzie, or did they come to you and say, maybe the best thing to do here at first is an NFT? I've heard a lot of people say that now that the NIL rules have opened up, we're probably going to see an NFT as the popular route for a lot of college athletes because it's kind of a fun and new and cool and easy, instant way to get your name out there.
Yeah, I honestly had no idea what NFTs were going into, this NIL era. But Lewis and those guys, they were they're heavy in the crypto world in that aspect, and they kind of educated D'Eriq and I about it, and came up with the idea. I thought it was cool. Trading cards. Those are always going to be something, but this was something new that kind of interested me. And just the idea, for me to blend the two schools I was with the NFT that we did from UCF to FSU, just that transformation, that growth. It was pretty cool in that aspect, and then getting to work with the Black Madre was even cooler. The artist. So I'm still learning about it. I think us with Dreamfield, we're gonna keep going down that path of producing NFTs, and I think it's gonna be something interesting just in the crypto world. You see Yummy working with I think it's the UN basketball team, and I think that's something pretty cool they got going. I could definitely see more partnerships like that in the near future for a lot of universities.
Yeah, I would say NFTs is the future. I know it's here now, but still it's brand new. And like you said, like the crypto aspect of it is pretty cool. That's why I think Dreamfield has done a great job of combining the two. So I'm excited about it.
If we stick with this topic, especially as it relates to an avenue that college athletes could now pursue for off the field ventures, it's interesting. Trevor Lawrence, right before the NFL draft happened, he signed an endorsement deal with Blockfolio, and he was promoting crypto pretty heavily. You're starting to really see it across sports. We just interviewed at Decrypt the NBA player Spencer Dinwiddie, and he has an athlete influencer platform, not just athletes, but it's athletes and celebrities. And the idea is that influencers can create their own social token. And he also thinks that, not just NFTs, but we're about to see college athletes kind of discover the crypto industry as a possible landscape where they can make money and do business deals. Have you guys heard more about that? Have you looked into it beyond just doing your own NFT? Is it something that you're hearing your teammates talk about or ask you about?
I'll let D'Eriq touch on that first.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a conversation in the locker room, right? A lot of us are still learning about it. We don't know, a bunch about it, but it's interesting. I say that. I know I want to get into it more, and just learn as much as I can. So I would say it's definitely a conversation.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like guys are talking about it all the time. Guys are asking me about NFTs. What's an NFT? Learning about blockchains and what makes it rare. And even my buddy today is like, bro, we should make like a seminal token, like after the first game or something like that. I'm just like, how are we gonna do that? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely interesting. I definitely think there's some possibilities, like I said, with what Yummy did at UM. I could definitely see a lot of that happening in the near future with several universities, especially them being what's the word I'm looking for? A charitable token, and how they approach things is pretty cool. So I definitely think there's gonna be a lot of opportunities in it. Like D'Eriq said, I think we're just all young and it's all new, so we just need to be educated on it. And but it's definitely something pretty cool.
It's a good segue about how new it all is, because I wanted to zoom out again and just ask you guys your take on what's to happen next in terms of your peers making business deals. I mean, there's a lot of agita, there's a lot of excitement, but there are people concerned about, the rules are very unclear right now and uncertain. Obviously, sooner than later, we're going to see some examples of a current college athlete making some kind of alignment with a brand that the school doesn't like or that the NCAA doesn't like. I mentioned Spencer Dinwiddie. He was pointing out that OnlyFans, for example, would like to branch out of just adult content. And he said, you're going to see some kind of prominent athlete make a deal with OnlyFans. And what if the league doesn't like that or the school doesn't like that? Is that something you guys are hearing people talk about? What do you see happening? And I imagine the two of you right now are being approached by a lot of different companies, big and small.
I would say I think that's the beauty of it, having a little freedom. But obviously, you want to work with companies that you align with. You don't want to work with just any company. You want to work with companies that have the same core values, the same things that you believe in. And I think for the most part, what I've seen so far, the guys are working with the right people. They're not just going out there and working with companies that it won't represent themselves first and the school second. Like they don't want to represent the school in that way. So I think guys are making the right decisions right now.
Yeah, I definitely agree. You got to cross all your T's and dot your I's when it comes to, aligning yourself with things that line up with your values and stuff like that, and making sure everything, goes through compliance. And I go back to Dreamfield, and everything we do is compliant. Every bill, every transaction is sent through compliance, and just to make sure that the athletes are protected, which is ideal. And I think there's some stipulations where, like, if you're a Nike school, you can't be with Adidas, or Adidas, you can't be with Nike and stuff like that, which makes sense. But at the same time, I feel like, guys are going to branch out, start their own brands, and, maybe do like a master class of, D'Eriq showing young kids how to play quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be cool to see guys venture out and do what they want to do. And like you said, there's a lot of freedom right now because it's so fresh. There's not a lot of handcuffs in what you can do. So, I say go for it. Test the boundaries as much as you can. And, but also run everything through compliance to protect yourself.
Have either of you guys bought crypto yet, personally?
I haven't yet. Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. I'm trying to make some money first so I can buy some stuff.
Nice. Well, it's very cool. Dreamfield sounds cool. You two are definitely on the bleeding edge. I would just say go Noles, go Canes, have a great season, and we will keep tabs on you guys and all of your adventures in crypto land.
I appreciate it, Dan.
Thank you so much.